a shimmering pink cloud, a deserted island, and a bottle washing ashore, the very essence of a fantastical dream. But what happens when that dream, personified by a beautiful, powerful genie, collides head-on with the rigid, by-the-book reality of a NASA astronaut? I Dream of Jeannie, which blinked onto screens in 1965, was more than just a charming sitcom. It was a unique fairy tale for the space age, a captivating blend of romance, slapstick comedy, and wish fulfillment that dared to ask, can love truly conquer all, even when one half of the couple wields cosmic power and the other just wants a normal life? Its magic transcended mere special effects, weaving an irresistible spell born from the sparkling chemistry of its leads and the timeless humor of the extraordinary trying to fit into the ordinary, forever enchanting audiences and cementing its place as a beloved classic. At the very heart of I Dream of Jeannie's enchanting chaos beat the luminous, endlessly charismatic performance of Barbara Eden as Jeannie herself. Eden didn't just play a genie, she embodied the very spirit of magical devotion and innocent wonder. With a captivating beauty that was both ethereal and approachable, Eden brought a delightful physical grace to the role, from her iconic crossed-armed, head-nodding blink to her playful leaps and mischievous winks. Her comedic timing was impeccable, allowing Jeannie's innocent misunderstandings of human customs, from her attempts to help Tony with his chores to her literal interpretations of common phrases, to land with delightful precision. But beneath the whimsy, Eden imbued Jeannie with a profound loyalty and an unwavering love for her master, Major Tony Nelson, making her character deeply sympathetic and relatable, even as she literally turned people into animals or caused entire buildings to disappear. She was the wish fulfillment fantasy made manifest, a beacon of pure, devoted magic in a world of earthly concerns. Eden's ability to pivot from childlike naivete to powerful resolve, often within the same scene, was a masterclass in comedic and character complexity, truly making Jeannie an unforgettable figure in television history. The very engine of I Dream of Jeannie's comedic brilliance and enduring romantic charm lay in the exquisite, often exasperating dynamic between Jeannie and Major Tony Nelson. This wasn't merely a master-servant relationship. It evolved into a captivating exploration of love, trust, and the eternal push and pull between wild freedom and strict conformity. Tony, portrayed with masterful exasperation by Larry Hagman, was the quintessential straight man, a disciplined, logical astronaut whose world was turned upside down the moment he uncorked Jeannie's bottle on a deserted island. His primary, often frantic goal was always to keep Jeannie's existence a secret from the prying eyes of NASA and his suspicious superiors, leading to frantic cover-ups, escalating misunderstandings, and Hagman's signature double takes and frantic gesticulations. Hagman's performance was a comedic marvel, portraying Tony as a man constantly on the verge of a nervous breakdown, yet consistently pulled back by his growing affection for Jeannie. He managed to ground the show's fantastical elements in relatable human frustration, making Tony's reactions to the magical mayhem both hilarious and believable. The undeniable, sparkling chemistry between Barbara Eden and Larry Hagman was the true magic of I Dream of Jeannie. Their playful banter, their unspoken affection, and their perfect comedic rhythm created a bond that transcended the master genie premise, making their unlikely romance compelling and genuinely heartwarming. As the series progressed, their relationship subtly deepened, culminating in their much-anticipated wedding, a moment that delighted millions of viewers and underscored the show's underlying message that love can bridge any divide, even between a mortal and a being of pure magic. Their unique dynamic allowed the show to explore both the hilarious pitfalls of magic interfering with daily life and the tender moments of a couple learning to navigate their vastly different worlds, always with a touch of whimsy and an abundance of heart. The whimsical world of I Dream of Jeannie was richly populated by a delightful supporting cast who added layers of comedic gold around the central duo. Major Roger Healey, Tony's best friend and fellow astronaut, played by the inimitable Bill Daly, was the lovable, often clueless accomplice. Roger's goofy charm, unwavering loyalty to Tony, despite his tendency to get involved in Jeannie's magical mishaps, and his frequent attempts to exploit Jeannie's powers for personal gain, which almost always backfired spectacularly, provided constant comedic relief. Daly's unique comedic timing and physical humor made Roger a beloved character, a perfect foil to Tony's anxious composure. Then there was the endlessly suspicious Dr. Alfred Bellows, the NASA psychiatrist, brilliantly portrayed by Hayden Rourke. Dr. Bellows was the epitome of comedic frustration, always trying to prove Tony's delusions about a genie, only to be thwarted by Jeannie's magic and Tony's desperate explanations. His near misses and escalating exasperation were a running gag that never grew old. The series also introduced us to other magical beings, most notably Jeannie's mischievous and troublemaking twin sister, also played by Barbara Eden, showcasing her incredible versatility, who often caused more chaos than Jeannie herself. These characters, along with authority figures like General Schaefer and General Peterson, created a vibrant tapestry of comedic interactions, ensuring that Tony's life was never, ever normal. If you're captivated by shows where every character, from the leads to the supporting cast, brings a unique sparkle and comedic flair, then you're truly in for a treat. We love diving into the rich ensembles of classic TV. Blink your way over to that subscribe button and join our cosmic crew of classic TV enthusiasts ready to launch into more fascinating insights into television's most enchanting worlds. A significant part of I Dream of Jeannie's appeal lay in its innovative visual effects that brought Jeannie's magic to life. For its time, it employed cutting-edge practical effects, stop-motion animation, and clever camera trickery to create Jeannie's signature shimmer blinks, instant disappearances, magical transformations, and objects floating through the air. The iconic Genie bottle itself was a character, a vibrant, sparkling home for Jeannie, whose interior often transported viewers to a whimsical Genie's world. These effects were not just flashy, they were integral to the narrative, serving as the constant source of comedic complications and visual delight. The magic was always at the forefront, driving the plot forward and creating an endless array of fantastical situations that Tony had to untangle, contributing immensely to the show's escapist and whimsical appeal. The visual spectacle seamlessly integrated with the comedic timing, making the impossible seem playfully real. Yet beyond the dazzling magic and hilarious situations, I Dream of Jeannie subtly explored deeper themes of conformity versus freedom, evolving gender roles, and acceptance of otherness. Jeannie, a being of immense, unrestrained power, chose to forsake her magical world for a mortal man, seemingly conforming to a traditional domestic role. However, her impulsive use of magic and her literal interpretations of human customs often subverted these very roles, granting her a unique agency. Her power constantly challenged Tony's desire for normalcy and control, implicitly commenting on the shifting power dynamics within relationships and societal expectations for women in the 1960s. It explored the universal human desire for normalcy versus the allure and chaos of the extraordinary. Ultimately, it championed the idea of acceptance, showcasing how Tony and Jeannie, despite their vastly different origins, learned to love and accept each other for who they truly were, proving that true affection transcends even magical boundaries. It was a light-hearted fantasy that carried a surprisingly resonant message about embracing one's unique identity. The cultural impact and enduring legacy of I Dream of Jeannie are undeniable. It became an immediate hit, often in friendly competition with its magical contemporary Bewitched, and secured its place as a quintessential fantasy sitcom of the 1960s.
Its unique premise and charming execution earned it a dedicated following throughout its original run and in decades of syndication, ensuring its appeal to new generations. The iconic imagery, from Jeannie's pink genie costume and her signature bottle to her famous blink, entered the popular culture lexicon, instantly recognizable around the world. The show's influence can be seen in countless subsequent fantasy comedies and romantic sitcoms, proving the timeless appeal of blending the mundane with the magical. It remains cherished by fans for its captivating chemistry, its innovative special effects, its delightful humor, and its surprisingly heartwarming exploration of an extraordinary love story. As we cap the bottle and bid farewell to Jeannie and Tony, it's clear that I Dream of Jeannie was more than just a charming sitcom. It was an enchanting blend of fantasy, romance, and comedy, a brilliant exploration of the extraordinary within the ordinary. Its legacy lies not just in its laughter, but in its sparkling chemistry, its visual magic,
and its heartwarming message of acceptance. If you've been captivated by this deep dive into the enchanting world of I Dream of Jeannie, remember that the cosmos of classic television holds countless other magical stories waiting to be unveiled. We love exploring these iconic series that shaped TV history and continue to charm audiences. Don't let your curiosity fade. Launch into a universe of vintage television insights by hitting that subscribe button, ready to discover more timeless wonders. Now, mortals and genies alike, I invite you to share your thoughts. What are your most cherished magical memories from I Dream of Jeannie? Which of Jeannie's spells or Tony's exasperated reactions made you laugh the most? What do you believe is the show's most lasting charm or contribution to television? Share your wishes, favorite moments, and personal reflections in the comments section below. Let's discuss why this classic still makes us dream.